Well, good afternoon on the 2nd of May 2024. I was filming at Abercairney's gardens earlier, but I decided it was such a quaint afternoon I would pop out to the Barvick here. The Barvick is the name of the stream for anyone who wonders what the hell I'm talking about. And the waters of the Barvick are running rather shyly today. There's not been much rain of late. And as I said before, most of the rain water that should flow into the streams is now collected by pipework and sent forth to Loch Turret Reservoir, which gives ample drinking water for much of Perthshire and Stirlingshire. But this is a favourite location of mine. It always has been since I was a child. I can think very clearly back to these parts, just wandering around here. I was always getting checked by either my granny or even my mum or dad and saying, don't want you going up to the Barvick on your own, Annie, or Andrew. It's not, in case something happens to you, nobody knows you're there. I said, I'll be fine. Fairies look after me, and that's what I go to see. So I'm 2nd of January, Andy, I don't think so. 2nd of May I thought I'll come up here because this is a favourite haunt for the fairies. Although we are in mid-afternoon, so I doubt very much we will see them at this time of day. But I'll have a little relaxing seat here on the rock and the moss. The moss is quite dry and very pleasing to sit on. I'll just show you my seat. Can you see? It's absolutely perfect, Annie. A little dampness, not much. It's bearable. Well, they can always change. Yes. I think we'll go back a bit, Annie. This one's a bit dry on the sunshine. Yes, the moss retains the moisture for quite a long time. And the moss, of course, is very, very useful. Very useful if you forgot your Brillo pads, you're out camping. Just get a big chunk of moss. That'll soon sort out your pans. And I discovered up at Ben Alder that the reedgrass does exactly the same as long as it's dry. It's a good for getting all the difficult burnt lumps of soup out of the pot. But, so it's a fabulous place, the Barvick. I normally go way upstream. This is not the Barvick Falls. A lot of people come here and think this is the Barvick Falls and say, is that it? But they don't realise it's way upstream. And if you can imagine, before the Loch Turret Reservoir was constructed in 1968 at its completion, during the spate, you can see where the waters would have raced down, roared up and ate away all that banking and tumbled down and crashed about the place. I mean, that's why you see so many trees and stuff all battered and brought down the hill. It's still quite a sight when it's wet conditions, and especially when the snow melts quickly. But it's very dangerous, particularly on the western edge up there, especially near the top. It's not very easy for walking. Not nowadays, at least. It used to be, but there's a lot of erosion. And with the dry leaves, you tend to you step on the leaves and you end up going sideways, you see. I'm sure you know that. So it's just a very pleasant place to sit and gather one's thoughts and listen to the water and the bird life. And I'm going to start bringing a mat with me, Andy. Just a little like a little square. I've got a spare or an old desk mat for my mouse, for the computer, and I might just stick that in my rucksack and or my little satchel and bring that with me, and make a very nice position for my bottom, save it getting wet. Not so much in weather like this, but you know, in wetter days. So we'll just roll a cigaretto and we'll sit and listen to the sounds of the water for a little while. So this is my staff, and I absolutely love this one. It's hazelwood, and it's completely seasoned. It's solid, and I love it to bits. It's been with me in a lot of walks. I lost it in the hills one day, up in Crieff area. I couldn't believe it. I was really quite heartbroken, and I turned and looked at the vegetation, and I thought, there's absolutely no chance I'll find that. I tried to retrace my steps, which is very difficult in the type of vegetation I'm talking about, and I knew it would be lying flat, it wouldn't be upright. And I commanded, I saw this stick, I commanded it came to me, and within a few moments it was in my hand. And that is true. I swear on my family's life that I commanded this stick to be back in my presence, and it was within a few minutes. I was absolute, in fact it was there almost immediately. Almost the blink of an eye, there it was. And I searched everywhere. I must have spent at least 45 minutes searching until I shouted out loud. The hazels is a very magical tree, you see. And I've got a couple of nuts there that I've saved. I'm going to plant them up, and my acorns, which I've had in the freezer for a while over winter. So I've got them outside trying to get some sunlight onto them, to try and tease them out. And then I'm going to put them into soil. I'm going to have 4 oak trees and 2 hazels. The rest of the trees in the garden are still there. I opted not to put them in the woods over the winter. I thought we'll just give them another year of, you know, get a good root onto them, and then we'll take them somewhere. That hazelwood, I mean, you've got to get a forked piece of hazel, which acts as divining rods for finding water. I did it when I was at Barvick school. I was a groundsman, and I gathered up a couple of they couldn't find it, the water underneath the ground, the pipes, you see. And I said, I've got a suggestion. I've done a little dowsing. Let me go and get a coat hanger. And I split a coat hanger and put them in my hands, and came out within about 20 minutes. I'd found the pipes. And the chap that was there, he sadly passed away just recently, in fact. He said to me, it's absolutely miraculous what you've just managed to do. And it's different with the hazelwood, of course. If you when you divine for well, hazel divining, isn't it? The divine source. When you search for water, that the hazelwood will go down or rise up. It doesn't do the same as the wire coat hangers, I'm afraid. But this is a magic stick, and I cannot be without it. It's absolutely full of magic. Now, I've given a lot of thought again to that woman from the 12th of September 2022. and I've been thinking to myself that I've been spending a lot of time with the birch tree just at the car park there. And as everyone knows, the birch tree is a very sacred, a special tree. It's the lady of the woods. It's a goddess. And because I've been, talking to the birch and caressing it on a daily basis every time I was there, and then I went up and clipped off some wire mesh that was at its base, give it some breathing space and let it grow properly. And I think to myself, it wasn't long after that, I'm sure it was anyway, and I wondered if the lady at Amalree that I met was some sort of spirit out of the tree. I don't know. All these sort of things float through my mind as I try and claim answers to the puzzling episode that occurred. If you haven't been following my vlogs over the last couple of years, you won't really know what I'm talking about. But it was back in September 2022. I'm sure that's when I posted it. So the trees are quite chatty today. You see them all strutting around and smiley happy. I think we might go up a bit, Benny. Let's go up onto the crest there. We'll climb through the debris. We'll reach high, shall we? So all this volcanic rock protruding from the ground here, this has probably been washed away over the years and gone down in there. But can you see how it extends over right onto the opposite bank? So what have happened over the thousands of millennia is the water would have cut itself through. A very ancient rock this. But anyway, let's get moving, Annie. Let's get up through this lot. We'll scale the heights of this and make our way up the track. Alright, so that's us come up the rocky moss, or the mossy rock I should say. Let's get through this lot, Annie. We'll go and see if my man-made bench is still alive from the spring of last year, Annie. Was it last year? Was it the year before? Hell, I think it was 2022, Annie. My time's really flying, isn't it? Yes, it was 2 years ago, so. There. We'll go and check it. This is a favourite haunt for the red squirrels, but it could be a bit early in the day for them, you see. So here we have some of the darkened pools of the Barvick, and it flows up, and the falls are up about 200 metres there. Yeah. We'll go up any. Lovely being in the woods on a sunny day, away from the strength of the sun. We're out of that easterly breeze. It's quite gusty at times, but it's fantastic for, well, the crops are starting to grow already, the ones that planted just a couple of weeks ago. Everything's busting to life. And a lot of people don't know, but it's not just the sun that brings on the seedlings, the moon too. The moon brings it on. The light of the moon brings all these plants alive. Yeah, we just caught it on the cusp, Andy, because in a little while we won't see much at all. It gets quite shady in here, you see. Anyway, there's a little man-made bench. Well, from natural materials. I was collecting firewood and I just cut this and it fell down that way, so I thought I'll just keep it as a fine little seat. Wonderful seat. Indeed it is. It's perfect. And we'll sit over there, shall we? Listen to some of the birds. The wood pigeon in the background. Such a delight. We'll sit here. Now if you don't want to sit in the damp moss, just gather a few dry twigs and sticks and just place them on top of the moss. Sit your behind on top of that and you'll enjoy things. But remember, once you've finished your departing, just scatter them away and leave the moss to recover, you see. All clear, and then we're going to head up the way a wee bit, Andy. We've been here for about 20 minutes just gazing into space. So we'll head up the hill and see what's what. Head into the breeze. Look at this little thing. Hey, boop boop. Hello. That's a little larch seedling. It's come from one of the seeds in one of the cones, and it's germinated, and this will grow. And if I come back in another life, I'm able to come back to this spot. As you see, this quite a mature fellow, or she. The rooks have got nesting over the other side, I think. That's why they're so bothered making a noise. That's a grand. Let's go back to the car though, Annie. It's been a lovely afternoon up here actually, just taking it nice and easy. Very peaceful. They're not taking up any further. It's a bit of a struggle at the top there. There's a lot of fallen trees and stuff, and it's the pathway along the top is it's getting a bit difficult. And up at the other end it's a bit haunted as well. I know the reason for that, but I've not disclosed it. I don't think so, at least. I can't believe it. I've been sitting here for the last 35 minutes just enjoying the, well, I've been facing the westerly sun on this slope, but I got up to get my stuff together. Lo and behold, there's this red squirrel sitting behind us. It's gone up into that tree. I know you won't believe me, but it is up there. I'm going to give it a few minutes and see if it comes back down. Definitely startled it. I just moved at the wrong moment. I didn't expect it to be there. Although it's this time of day they start coming out for the food. He's up there. I don't know what to do any. That's such a nuisance. I wish they'd turned round first instead of getting up. Oh yeah, my phone went, so it would have startled it anyway, you see. So come behind this old withered hazel tree and try and focus in on them.